I'm Mark Teixeira, an American First outsider running for Congress, and I'm proud to have the endorsement of President Trump. I'm a Christian and I'm a father, and I know we need to keep our families safe. We need to deport criminal illegal aliens, keep men out of women's sports, and as a gun owner, I'll never let them take our guns.
Teixeira is endorsed by President Trump and Governor Greg Abbott.
We look at that, and you're talking about a lot of the key issues that you'd be focused on if you get into Congress. In terms of the girls in boys sports, boys in girls sports, how do you see that impacting our kids? You're a dad.
Well, and I'm a father of a senior in high school that my daughter plays volleyball and she plays tennis. If she ever has to share a locker room with a biological male, I will go nuts. This is ridiculous. This is a 98-2 issue in our country. And again, the fact that Democrats aren't willing to listen to the American people and say, you know what, this isn't right. Let's not have biological men in women's sports. This is just, it's so frustrating that Democrats are trying to push radical policies that even their own conference doesn't believe. The Democratic Party has been hijacked by the radical left. And unfortunately, it's hurting the American people.
Mark, I want you to drive home that point you made there at the end, talking about DHS here, what the real goal is, and that's deport no one, because that's really where they're trying to get this to go.
You're exactly right. I think it's ridiculous that I have to show my ID 4 or 5 times a week. You know, whether I'm going on a plane, whether I'm getting will call tickets at a basketball game, I have to show my ID all the time. But yet to vote in an election maybe as big as shifting the course of America for a president or for Congress or for the Senate, and you don't have to show your ID. That is just silly. The American people want it. 84% of the American people think you should show proof of citizenship and ID to vote. And it's time for Democrats to wake up to that and secure our elections.
Even Democrat voters, they're like 71% on that.
I think they're even a little bit higher than that. And that's what I've been talking about, that. You've got Democrats that are actually voting against what the vast majority of their own constituents, their own party wants. And it's really crazy. I'd like to ask you something about what you also just recently said, and that was in the advertisement, we need to get rid of criminal illegal aliens. Newt Gingrich, I believe, just recently said, kind of like Reagan, we need to find, there's so many here, so many have been left in, that if there are those who are working, contributing members of our society, maybe we need to find a different path for them. Is that something that you think is maybe a starting point?
Eventually, but we need to spend all of the time and effort and resources we have in ICE and DHS getting the bad guys out. And if Democrats say, hey, there are good immigrants here that just happen to be here illegally, well, guess what? We have visa programs for that. Just follow the law. You know, I am so sick and tired of Congress trying to say we need a new law for this and we need new reform for that. They don't follow the law as it is in liberal states and liberal cities.
Bingo, so you got that right.
Before we can talk about all of the so-called working immigrants that are here illegally, let the Democrats work with us in these cities like Minneapolis to get the bad